Okay, so now we'll go ahead with the framework design, the step by step. Like each step will follow from the scratch. We'll try to make a framework design. Okay, for this, I'll be using one demo application. Okay, this is my application that we are gonna automate because there is not much pages available in this, so that we can easily automate this particular application. And once our framework is built on, so we can go ahead and test any application so that framework, right? Yep, fine. So this is my application. So what are the things that we gonna do in framework is, first is logging. Okay, or what I'll be doing the sign up or a registration flow. Okay, so this is one flow, and the second one would be once I logged in, or once I have this particular sign up or register first. I'll do, once you have registered, then you need to sign on. That's it. Sign on using, suppose I created some username and password in registration. Using that username and password, I am gonna log in that particular applications. Okay, so once I logged in, I'll be going ahead to search the flight. Okay, because this is a flight reservation application, the demo application, right? So yep, here flight find. I need to, sorry, I need to find the flight or search for flight. After searching the flight, what would be the next step? Let me just search it. Okay, select the flight. So this is also including in the same flow. Okay, searching flight. After that, I need to book the flight. Okay, book the flight. After that, there would be some payment, maybe. Okay, payment and confirmations. Okay, that's it. So these are the scenarios I'll be covering in this framework, right? So for that, we need to, okay, okay, fine. So what you have to do is, one second, let me just go to the home page. Okay, this is my home page. Okay, so first I need to identify all the element available in this particular page, right? Using a page factory method, we'll use that. Okay, you have the page factory page object model, right? Fine. So let me just quickly create one more project. Okay, and on that we'll cover our framework. I need to take a Maven project so that it will be good. Maven project, then next. Okay, this is archetype, quick start, and next. Okay, it's a group ID and the artifact ID. Group ID you can take anything. Com.framework demo. Okay, this is package name, and this is my that project name. Okay, I can say PageFactory framework. Okay, now all fine. Click on finish. A project should be created over here. You can see PageFactory. Okay, let me refactor that PageFactory. Fine. So now you can see a project is being created. Fine. There is a pom.xml file. There is a target SRC. There is a Maven dependencies. There is this thing. Okay. And there is a com.framework.demo. Okay. So before going into this framework, let me just tell you what all the things that we're gonna create in a package. Fine. So what we'll be creating in this framework, we'll have first thing page objects. Okay, and the second one would be actions, action modules. Fine. Then third would be base class, and yes, the base class. Fourth one would be utility. These are the package. Okay, and what else? Yeah, in utility everything will be covered, like reading Excel, writing to the Excel, a log4j, and all other things will be covered in the utility file. I'll be putting all the things in utility packages. Okay, and what more? Okay, this is in SRC main. Yep, in SRC test, what all the things will be present in SRC test? I'll be having test. Okay, here all the actual driver class would be present. And then second one, test ng runner. Okay, yeah, but programmatically also you can run, right? So we'll be running from programmatically using Java. Okay, and the second one, okay, fine. These are the main components of a framework. Okay, and all of the in SRC test resources, SRC test resources. In here all the things, yes, test.ng xml .xml and screenshots. Okay, and log4j report. Okay, log4j files would be present, and here what else? Extend report. All the reporting, all the output would be present over here. Okay, search test resources. Within this, all the output of this particular framework will be present over there. So let's see, let's create one by one. First we'll create on page object. Okay, So let me remove this package as of now. I'll create one new. And let me remove this one also. Fine. Now you can see src main Java, src test Java. Fine. So let me just quickly create one package, right? So here, just give some name, com dot then company name. Suppose if you are working with a particular company, so you can name that particular company name. Okay, your company name. Okay, be it something. What I'll be writing, SQS dot, okay, page object. Fine. Page objects. This is the package name. Then I'll be creating another package, com dot sqs dot action module. Okay, and what else we had? Utility packages. Com dot sqs dot utility, and then com dot sqs, some framework related stuff would be there, right? Yeah, fine. Like base class, all other things that is only for framework, I'll be putting all the things over here. Let me create here package com dot sqs dot test. What else in the test? And runner else. Com dot sqs runner, test ng runner would be present over here. Okay, you can see now it is only have src main Java and src test Java, but we don't have src test then resources, src main then resources, right? We need to have, if you want to have it, you can have. How can we get those resources folder in each? Okay, so now just click on this. Okay, new. You can see not folder, it should be a source folder. Okay, this source folder, it will add the folder like this is src main Java, right? So what you need to write, src main, okay, resources. Okay, now it should create a source folder. You can see src main resources, and then there would be another called src test, src then test resources. Fine. Now these are the two. folder already created. Okay, let me refresh it. Fine. So let it be there, all the things. So all the drivers and all we can put in this. Let me create one more package. Driver and data sheets all would be present over here. Fine. Let me create one folder in main drivers, because we need to have all the drivers of like Chrome driver, then IE driver should be present in our framework, so that we should not refer to any you know external like C drive, D drive in our computer. Should not depend on that. Okay, once you clone this particular application, or if you want to share this particular whole framework with, to your colleague or your teammates, okay, so they should not again do any changes. Without any changes they should be able to run this particular framework. So that is the main purpose of framework, right? And then in test resources we'll see one by one. So this is one, this test data. Fine. There is a test data, and then here in the test screenshots, fine. And then what else? Log4j exchange report. Yes. Okay, there is the screenshots, exchange reports, log4j. Log4j. Okay, all the log4j logs will be present in here. Fine. So this is a standard structure that we have now. Okay, let's see. Let's try with one by one. Like each module will be working one by one. Fine. So first of all, let me add dependency to this particular form.xml file. Okay. So as we know, this is a Maven project, so we need to add a dependency of all the jars, Selenium, TestNG, etc. Right? If you have not installed your TestNG plugin, you can go ahead and go to your marketplace here, Eclipse Marketplace. Okay, and download the TestNG runner or plugin, so that you should be able to run your TestNG classes, okay, and directly. If you do not have TestNG plugin, if you do not have a TestNG plugin, or some of the organization they don't allow to install any plugin, so in that case what you can do is you can run those your TestNG.xml file using your uh, runner class. Okay, we'll be creating one runner. So using that you can run your program using, okay, TestNG for Eclipse. You need to install it. I have already installed it, so I don't have to. Fine. Fine. So what I was checking is yes, runner. So if you do not have that plugin, so just put the dependency of this TestNG. So you should be able to uh, what you can say run your whole TestNG classes using that runner. We'll see that as well in our framework. So okay, so now this is done, like all the framework structure. So now we need to add all the dependencies. So how to add the dependency? Go to MBN repository. Fine. One by one we'll see. First of all, we will uh, include Selenium dependencies. Okay. Let me add Selenium dependency. Now it is 3.12. The new latest version is 3.2 as of now. 27 May 2018. So the latest version available is 3.12. Okay, so need to add that. Which one? Yes, because in each month or some like 2 month, 3 month, they come up with a new releases with new fixes, new bugs they used to fix, and they release a new version. You can go ahead. You can, if you want to read what are the changes in 3.12, you can just read it over here. Change log. You can see they have added some user agent header to request from Selenium to give the modem. Okay, there are some changes they have done. Okay, fine. And what else we need right now? We'll be needing this one. Then we'll be needing test ng. Okay, go to test ng. Test ng 6.8 version will be using. 6.8 is what I feel is good. I don't know, but yes, most of the time it works for me. Some other version sometimes do not work. Okay, and then we'll be using log4j as well. Apache log4j. Okay, you can use the latest version. That's fine. Okay, log4j is done. Then let's see about extend report. What about the extend? No, extend. Okay, okay, fine. Extend report, you need to download it from their site. Okay, the extend report site. You can get the dependency from there. Fine. We'll right now we don't need it. Once we use this particular uh, plugins. Okay, for the time being. So just Control S. You can see everything will be downloaded here. Download is in progress, so it is downloading from all the jars, from public repository. Right? It will take some time to download and set up. Let's wait for some time. Okay, now it's finished. Okay, all the dependency is being downloaded. You can see all the dependency over here. Just click on Maven dependencies. You can see everything is being downloaded. Right? Yes, this one. Which one? Apache Poe. Yes, we can use that, but right now we don't need it. So when we'll need it, we'll download it, because definitely we're gonna read and write all the data in Excel and all. So we will use that. Okay, once it is required. Fine. Now, what is our main purpose? Our main purpose to create this page object. Okay, for each classes. Yes, to inspect the web elements. Okay, this is my uh, website. So what I'll be going, first of all, I'll be going here, register link. I'll be clicking. Once I logged in into this particular application, I should be landed to this particular page. Okay, once I am into this home page, I'll be clicking on the register page, register link, sorry. After that, I need to fill all these details like first name, last name, phone number, mailing address, etc. Fine. So this is one flow. Let's create for each. Fine. So for that, let me create one class for home page. Okay. So what I'll be writing, home page. Okay. You can see page object. Okay. You can write this like this. Okay. Home page, page object, something like that. Fine. Go to finish, and the next one, what I'll be needing is registration, right? Registration, page objects. We'll be finishing up these two first of all. Okay, this is a home page, then registers. Okay, after registration, what else? We need to go again to sign up. Okay, this is login page. So username login would be same. Once I logged in using Mercury. Okay, so the default username and password is Mercury, right? For this application, or you can create your own username and a password as well by registering. Application quite slow. Okay, there should be search flight, I believe. So what I need to write is search flight or flight search page object. Okay, yes, or flight finder. After the next, select the flight. Select flight page. All page, whatever pages, the new pages will appear there. You need to add those. Okay. Select flight page object. Fine. And then once you select it, book a flight. Page object. Okay, so now let's implement one by one. Home page. First of all, we'll try with this thing, home page. in a home page, what all the things are present. This all, sign on, register, support, contact. These all are the web element we'll be needing, and the username and password and the sign in button. So how to get, let's inspect this username. Okay, you can see it's a name is present, so you can use this name, right? How to write? At the rate, find by. Okay, you can directly write how equals how dot name. Okay, using this username, all right? And then write web element. Okay, web element, then username. So write like this. If it is a input type, so write input. Okay, so that it would be easy for you to, when you call this particular web element, input username. Okay, for naming convention wise, it is best practice. Let me import this thing. It's coming from org OpenQA Selenium support. So just import that. Then how also need to be import. How is the enumeration present in Java and Selenium. So okay, then web element need to be imported. Okay, so now we are okay. Then let's see. Okay, one second. Why it's giving error? Okay, it should be caps in caps, or you can use ID or name. So whether it is the ID or name, it will take both. It is a good practice. Okay, but this is not present in another in page objects when you write find by dot you know driver dot find by, then you want to find this ID or name. It is only present in this page factory. So let me write like this way. Fine. So for input username we have done. Let's see for password. Password is also input type. Okay. And you need to change the password. Okay. Name is password. Fine. Then after that it should be button. Either write BTN or full button name. What is the button name? Sign in, right? Sign in. Sign in button. And inspect that as well. You can see it is the name. You can change that name. Login. Then I'll be needing this register and sign up. Okay. It is an anchor tag. That means it's a link. Okay. Okay. If it is starting from A HREF, that means it's a link. So we need to write the link text. Fine. So instead of ID or name, what I'll be writing is, okay, first of all, write this. link register, and writing dot link text. Fine. What is the link text? Register. And same thing for sign on as well. Sign up. Okay, this is also link text. Sign up instead of register. Okay, so now we are done with our page objects. The next step would be we need to create some action of this. Okay, so what all other things we need to do? If it is the input type, okay, so all the actions I'll be creating over here for this particular class. So what all are those? Public, and one more thing, you need to make it as a private. Okay, so that all the web element would be present within this privately, should not be able to access this from outside. We'll access using a method, public method. Okay, make it as a private. Fine. Now create one method, public void, then enter username, right, like this. Enter username. Okay, this, yes, we need to pass the argument as well. This one, this method dot send keys. Okay, you can write enter username, and that need to be passed from here. Right, and if we do not have used yet any log or exchange reports, or for the time being I'm writing like this, just system.out.println. Okay, or I'll be writing user name is entered as whatever name you have entered, you can just write it. Okay, that will be printed. Fine. Similarly, you can write for others. Now enter password. Enter password, and here also write enter password. Okay, and this one need to be changed. Input password. Fine. And then the second one, this one, sign in button. So button should be clicked, right? Instead of enter, you need to write click. click on button. Okay, one more thing. Just copy paste this thing. The name. Enter then this thing. Copy paste them in the name. Okay, that is the best practice. Dot click. Okay, then you can see here. You can write something. Sign in. Button is clicked. Okay, fine. So sign in button is clicked. Now then again we need to click on this register link. Okay, so for that what I need to do is just paste here. Okay, just go to this link. So link also need to be clicked, right? Just paste here. Just paste here. Let's remove. We don't need this thing. Fine. And right here a register link is clicked. There's some meaningful message should be printed on console so that you can able to know like this particular thing is being clicked or operation is being done on this particular web element. Okay, then now it's a sign off. Now need to write for sign up as well. So for sign up, go ahead. Fine. It's simple. Okay, so now we are ready with the page objects for home page. Fine. So one more thing need to be done. Okay, need to create one constructor for in this particular class to initialize these page objects. Okay, how to do that? Need to create one constructor need to be created. Okay, this is my constructor, and then here I need to pass the web driver as an argument. Web driver, driver. Fine, and import that, and then here I need to write PageFactory dot init elements. Okay, init element, you can see there are a lot of ways we can do it, but now what we'll be doing is okay, this one will be using. Okay, driver is there, and the here we need to pass the page object of this particular method. So we are using this this page, so we'll be writing this here. This means this refers to this particular class. If we are using or initializing this particular class in some other class, suppose here I want to initialize this page, so in that case I should have written this name, okay, here like this way, dot class, okay, so it should work fine, right? Yes, that means the whole class object or class need to be passed. So as we are using the same uh, class, so we don't have to write like, we need to write like this keyword, okay, this keyword will work. This is used for, mhm. Which one, this one? Yes, in anywhere you can write, but this is the simplest, this is the best way, I would say, to, you don't have to write again and again this page factory in it element in each, whenever you know create an object of this particular class somewhere, like in this our driver class, you need to again, you need to write something page factory dot init element and again write these things. So it is better if we have all these things in this class, so we don't have to write this all the things. So that's why I'm trying to make like this way, okay, like yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we'll create a good framework, like it is a simple one so that you can understand, okay, okay. So this is how we create it, and for all pages we need to write. Now let's see for other page, what is the other pages. Now we are done with this page. Now click on register. So, register button is also done, right? I think register is done. Okay, now click on that register. Now we are in the registration home. Okay, this should take quite long time. Okay, so let me just quickly create this in register page. Okay, this is my registration page. So before that, let me create this constructor. Within that, I can write page factory dot init element. This one driver, and to write this. We need to pass argument as or driver, driver. Okay, then the page factory the same way. We need to write. What is that? Are that find by? Okay, you can directly write like this way as instead of how dot how equals how dot id or something, you can directly write also. Okay, you can something like name equals, directly you can write, no issue, should work. Then private web element, okay, and what is that? It's an input type, okay, first name, input first name. Now import all these things, right? Then write the same thing again. Yep. So okay, so now we have done with this first name, last name, and now for phone number as well. And the next one is email, I think. Yep, email. For email, what you need to do is this email, right? Let's see, username ID. Again, it's a username. Okay, let's see, username, and this would be email, right? Uh, okay, this is ID, right? Yeah, not experts. These are the all locators present, like ID. We have already covered, right? Element locators. There are 8 locators available, like ID by name, by tag name, by CSS selector, expert, and all. So using this ID, we can also able to find that particular web element, right? Then what we can write? We can write the methods like we have done in the previous class. Okay, in this class, in this particular class, sorry, in this home class, how we have written like this way: enter password, enter username, something like that. The same way we can write in here: public void enter, okay, first name. Okay, what I'll be writing the same way, same thing. I'll write dot send keys. Okay, I'll write enter first name, and I'll be putting over here and print it. I'm printing here, but in actual, I'll be using uh, extend report test.log and also log4j log also. Okay, that thing will be we'll write that here. First name, first name is entered as, I can write something like this. Okay. Similarly, I can write for all. Okay. So now the all the methods is being written. Okay, for this particular page object. So let me just create some document. Okay, if you want to have some documentations as well, you can write some documentations. How you can write documentation? For each methods, you can write what this particular method will do, something like that. Star star, yes, enter. Okay, something like that. Who is the author? Okay, you can write the author name and at the rate date when you have created, like today's date. So it is best practice. You can write like this way. Okay, and what is the purpose of this, and what are the thing it will be doing? Okay, you can write a code stage as well. Here you can write something. Okay, what are the parameters? Also you can write and some another parameters. Here it is taking only one. What is the return type? Okay, this method will be used for what you can write, entering on the first name, first name of the, yeah, anything used for entering the first name of the user. Okay, and the parameter is enter the first name. And what is the return type? It will not return. Okay, so once you hover it, So you'll be able to see all the things, right? Like this way. Very good documentation from anywhere. Whenever you use or call this method, once you hover on that, you will be able to see this type of message, right? Yes. Slash, then star star, then enter. Okay, it will automatically create one. Yeah, for documentation purpose, we generally write it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, this is a very good approach, and documentation also can be done. We can generate documents as well. Like in Selenium, we have documentation. So if you run this particular thing, it will create some documentation. I'll be showing you in the coming sessions. Fine. So this is done. For this session, at least we have done for page objects for these two classes, and then in the next sessions we'll be seeing how we can write the action modules. Okay, this would be in the class 2. In a video 2, I'll be covering all the things in here. Okay, fine. Once. Okay, so we'll cover all the things in the second class. Okay, thank you.